still in the desert, as always. Why's your mouth open?
I'm just surprised that we've been here for so long.
Did you see them land on Mars?
Oh, of course I saw them land on Mars. What do you think? I'm an idiot? I'm the galaxy's greatest detective. Yeah, she's pretty great. Pretty great. The greatest. Yeah, you're pretty good. I said you're pretty good. You said I was pretty great. I am the greatest, and now you're downgrading me to pretty good. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. You know, what do? You look things up and stuff. Look things. I invent new technologies. I found this bat suit in the rubble. There was a Batwoman, and she died. And now I'm Batwoman. And So you just found this suit? No, look. I found the suit. It was in the rubble. Hey, so you're not really a Batwoman. You're not like a regular Batwoman. I'm the greatest Batwoman. I am the most Batwoman of all the Batwomen. That's so. Well, for one, my curls are on point. What's that got to do with being a woman? Well, I'm just saying that you're bald and you're probably jealous. Hey, I'm bald by choice. I shave my head, okay? Nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in that. Of course not. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing.
Wait, are you guys fighting over your hair right now?
I'm not fighting. Who's fighting? I'm not fighting. Yeah. No.
It sounds like you guys are fighting over stupid things like the hair on your head.
Well, or the hair not on your head. What? What did you just say? I said that... Listen, I am... Okay, it really doesn't matter. This is, this hair takes a long time to maintain, and I'm sure it's a lot easier, and you're like... Wait, you're trying to give me like an underhanded compliment. You're like saying, hey, it's probably real easy being bald. Real easy to take care of. That's a backhanded compliment right there. You're being passive-aggressive.
Yeah, that's true. You are kind of being passive-aggressive.
I'm leaving. You guys can... Oh, really? Am I being passive-aggressive? Yeah, you said you're trying to take my voice on now. Oh, really? Is that right? Oh, that's sure. What's wrong? Nothing. Everything's fine. You sound really passive-aggressive. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it sounds like you're not fine. It sounds like you've got a problem, but you won't say it.
Yeah, we gotta learn to talk to one another. Passive-aggressive it's not my way to do things. So what's going on?
Nothing. I found this bat suit in the bat rubble, in the bat plane, in the bat, and now...
Hey, that's not bad. Hey, look, it looks like there are people here ready to play some trivia. Who wants to play trivia and not squabble over stupid things? Squabbling. Who wants to squabble anymore? It's ridiculous.
This looks like a big, strong crowd today for horror movie trivia, brought to you by Ron Purty. Yes, he is a connoisseur of horror movies. These look like good, strong horror movie questions, don't they? We're going to ask and find out who knows more about trivia about horror movies. I think that it's pretty apparent that Ron knows the most, and that's why he made these questions for us today. He is two-time trivia champion here on Aristotle Full Throttle. He's an excellent movie trivia person. He knows all. I've been alive 500 million years. And I've only seen about 16 horror movies, probably. I saw The Ring. I saw The Exorcist. I saw, let's see, Nightmare on Elm Street. Nightmare on Elm Street 2. Nightmare on Elm Street 3. Nightmare on Elm Street 4. Nightmare on Elm Street 5. Nightmare on Elm Street, The New Nightmare. Freddy vs. Jason. I didn't see the new one with the guy from Bad News Bears. I didn't see that one. I didn't see the Nightmare on Elm Street with Bad News Bears guy. I heard, you know, he's a good actor, man. He played Rorschach in The Watchmen, and he was also in Bad News Bears.
Yeah, it's quite the parrot. All right, let's start the show. Whoa, hang on a second. We're not ready for that yet. Hey everybody, I'm Aristotle Full Throttle, your bro with the fro, and let me play this music. I realized that the things automatically start playing. Ron, you're here. I'm very excited because I wanted to unveil something for you, but I almost jumped the gun. So let's wait until people fill the room. Because Ron Pertee, the real Ron Pertee, is the one who procured today's questions for horror movie trivia. I'm excited to play this with you guys today. Let's see. Ron's like, I've already won so many times. Let me give you more questions to ask so that someone could defeat his title. But currently, right now, Fu Pammy, she's a two-time champ as well. She's tied Ron with the record. So let's see if anybody could beat that record. I'm ready. I love the competition. I love the spirit of competition. I love what goes on here every week. Thursdays on Aristotle Full Throttle. Yes, Ron Pertee will make sure that no one will cheat. Ron Pertee, of course, being an expert in trivia. He's got his own channel too. Please follow Real Ron Pertee on Twitch. He's a gamer. He's a Hall of Famer. So guys, he's also a comedian and a good friend of the show. She's got 1.5. That's true. I agree with you, Ron. I think there was something afoot. There was maybe foul play. We'll find out today, though. Let's wait and see who wants to play some trivia. Come on in the room. Raise your hand. Let's see who wants to play. Let's see. Let me text some people, make sure they remember today is trivia day, because they can play trivia. Well. All right. Trivia Thursday. Sometimes you got to text your family so that you can play trivia. And that's what we're doing today. Guys, I went to the dentist today. You ever go to the dentist? I try not to. Yeah, hold on. Trivia Thursday. And just trying to get some competition going. Trivia. There's some regulars here I'm trying to get. So I went to the dentist because my tooth was chipped. I chipped my tooth. And it hurt. It hurt for weeks. This is the most fascinating part of the story, I'll tell you. Alright, I'm trying to get people in the room because we got a really good game ready to play. Alright. I took a browse. Hey, 420 artist, we're excited to see you. We're happy to be here. We're happy that you're here. And Ron says, I purposely wrote the questions kind of vague so that it will be harder to Google. You hear that? We play Aristotle Full Throttle Trivia every Thursday here, and we play on the honor system. You know, if you really want to play. Don't cheat. Don't be like, I Googled every answer, that's why I got the answers, because that's the easy way. That's the easy way out. What we want is just to have some fun here. So please play by the honor system. We've got 15 questions. It takes about an hour or so. we hang out, we have fun, we joke around, and we try to see who is the most knowledgeable of these movie factoids. trying to find. I want to enhance the champion. Because today, this is what you're playing for. You're playing for access to Discord. You're playing for your name on this here trophy. The trophy that's atop Ange's head. Make sure that you pay close attention. Because your name could be on this trophy at the end of today. Uh-oh, you're in the hospital. 420 artists. We're thinking of you. Please get well soon. We're glad that you're here, and hopefully we can bring you some good vibes. Hopefully we can make you smile. Alright? Hang in there. You're a great guy. Let's play. Hospitals. They are the worst. So let's see who is ready and willing to play some trivia. I'm going to go on Instagram and monitor that feed, see who's on there. Let me turn that down so that we can make sure that everybody has a fair shake at today's game. We'll wait a few more minutes, wait for more people to shuffle into the room. Take your seats, everyone. Have seats. One of my favorite movies is when as a kid. I don't know if it's still one of my favorite movies, but it's got Mark Harmon and it's called Summer School. And the guys are like this. So he goes like this. Mark Harmon says, "Will you take your seats?" And then they picked him up and they go, "Where should we take him?" And that was my kind of humor. That was my kind of humor. As you please, 420 artists, if you could get your hands on pizza right now, I'm sure that'd be something special. I mean, you're so close to New York pizza, I'm jealous. All right. Waka waka waka. Let me transform this. It seems to be. No. Yep. All right. I'd like to fix this a little. Just doing some graphics. That was good. So who knows horror movie trivia? Let us know. This is the Aristotle Full Throttle Show. If you're just tuning in, remember to subscribe, like, and share. And if you follow on Twitch, and Twitch alone, you will get access. This is if you subscribe on Twitch, you'll get access to the Discord. If you follow on Twitch, you get happy, joy in your day. 5 p.m. every day. What we'll do is, once we get to 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away PlayStation 5. Because Twitch, that's where we're at. Alright, so we're about a couple minutes away from playing. I want to make sure that everybody's here. Sometimes people forget about trivia, so you got to remember, you got to remind them. Okay, cool. Alright, I can't see some of the comments. It says I'm connected. This is software I'm using, guys. It's funny, I'm using this software and it shows me where all the comments are, but I can't see them for some reason. I cannot see. If you're on, say, another platform, maybe refresh this. Maybe I'll close it, refresh it. Maybe it'll tap back in. If you're not on Twitch, for some reason, it's lagging every time I switch between the different platforms. Oh, it's lagging. Uh-oh. Let me see if I can close some things down here. Close. Get out of here. Clean my Mac. Clean your clock. Alright. What I've been trying to do is really really keep this computer functioning at tip-top capacity, but, you know, sometimes it doesn't always work. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. I don't see... Let me see if you guys are on YouTube. Not quite sure I could see your comments here. I'll look for you on my phone here. I won't be able to... you know what? I won't be able to monitor... Let's see. Instagram. I'll finish my sentences any day now. Any day now, I'll finish my sentences. Okay, I'll turn this down. I see there are a few people on this other platform that I will not name. So just say hi if you're in the chat. Just maybe raise your hand if you're gonna play. Remember to say final answer after every question that you answered, and just put like an emoji, just like a cough into your elbow. Remember, always cough into your elbow. Never cough into your hand and then high five somebody. I did that once. Never do it again. All right, folks. If you're on YouTube, I'm not gonna say YouTube. Oh, thank you, Jen. Jen will keep score. These are questions procured by none other than Ron Perty, our own Ron Perty. And Ron, okay, cool. Now you're on Twitch. Thank you. Thank you for being on Twitch. If you're on any platform, the most preferable one would be Twitch. I just want to make sure that, yeah. And if you want to see me Twitch, it's probably because my connection. Very choppy. All right. But without further ado, Ron, for gathering these questions for everybody, for making a fun game right before us, ahead of us, we're ready. It's going to be some stiff competition. I've created Ron's own very intro. His very own intro.
Ron! Whoa! Excuse me. That's a bad outfit!
If you didn't see that, Ron, I'll play it again. Because it's great. It's so much fun. Discord's up. Also, if you want to chime in on Discord, the Discord line is always open. I've figured out how to route it thanks to Jake, none other than Jake himself. Jake A, Lion Kitty, help me figure out how to do the sound. But before that...
Ron! Whoa! Excuse me. That's a bad
outfit! All right, guys. I think it's time. You can feel free. Today, we are ready to play horror movie trivia. These are questions that Ron Perty himself has found probably nowhere else other than his own mind. They're going to be difficult to Google, so don't try to rely on Google this time around. Even though we play on the honor system, do not try to use Google. Please don't. That's unfair. We want to keep the game honest. We want to keep it fair. We want the person who wins this to have some pride in what they've won, which is basically not much. It's just an image. But it's all the glory, it's all the fame, it's all the prestige, it's all the butter you could toast. You could butter your toast with. Am I right, Jen? It's for all the cheese. This is for all the glory. You're not in the Discord. You know why I'm not in the Discord? Because the Discord is not on. That's the only reason why. Turning the Discord on, and get ready. But since Jen is keeping score, I've got to make sure that she can hear me read the questions first. So now you should hear me. There I am. Sorry,
there you are.
I had powered off the Discord because I was editing that video up until about 20 minutes ago, about 8 minutes before we went on the air, and I turned off all of the other superfluous programs that I could not have running because my computer loves to draw beach balls for me by itself.
Oh, lovely.
It's
so kind.
It's super kind. All right, guys, are you ready?
I feel like I should be here just in case anybody's like, no, that's not right. And I can be like, no, you're wrong.
We've got Ron as an official judge as he has created these questions. So, let's play. All right, guys. First question. Let's see. Before he died, what was Freddy Krueger known as? A. The Butcher of Haddonfield. B. The Night Stalker. C. The Springwood Slasher. Or D. The Green River Killer.
I feel like you know this already, or at least you know half of it already.
I think I do know a couple of those myself. I tried not to look at the answers because I want to guess. So I formatted the sheet and I tried not to look at the answers, but I'm thinking I know that maybe 2 of those I could eliminate. But one...
But which?
That's exactly right. We'd have to do a 50-50. So Isis Will, thank you for joining us. We've got special horror movie trivia today. Questions created by Ron Pertee himself. Real Ron Pertee on Twitch. We've got Kelsey, Alabama with C final. C. The Springwood Slasher. Remember, try not to consult Google. In fact, don't consult Google at all. Consult your memory. Go back into your memory palace and see if you can remember. Judella19 chiming in with C also. People seem to think, Ron, that it's the Springwood Slasher. They seem to be confident about that.
Well, they can be as confident as they want about whatever they want to be confident in.
That's true. And I encourage confidence, but you know what? Don't be too confident, because sometimes that could be your own demise. I'm just trying to be dramatic. I don't. It's horrible.
I was acting.
I was acting. I try to make it fit the theme of today.
Because most people who are killers in horror movies eat. Oh.
It's so bad news bears. If you want to talk about, what's that actor's name? I forget. But we'll find
Jackie Earl Haley.
Jackie Earl Haley, yes, because he did, in fact. I don't know if that's one of the questions, but he did, in fact, act in one of these movies.
No, he doesn't know. As far as I'm concerned, the remake of Nightmare on Elm Street, in which he played Freddy Krueger, doesn't exist.
I haven't seen it. I have not seen it.
Don't.
Okay, I will not.
It's bad.
See it. I've had no plans. I remember seeing Nightmare on Elm Street, the new Nightmare, and they had upgraded Freddy Krueger. They made him Uber at Freddy Krueger in that one. Freddy Krueger.
Yeah, that was really meta.
All right, guys, make sure you put in your final answers. It seems like everybody's in. All right. Is this Will, Kelsey, Alabama, Judella 19? Kelsey, Alabama, admittedly not a Nightmare on Elm Street expert, but we shall see if her instincts are correct. Well, how about that, guys? Looks like you guys all got it right. C, the Springwood Slasher. You know, I was going to guess the first one. I was going to guess the Butcher of Haddonfield, but I was not right on that guess. Let's play.
I'm being nice for the first question.
You got to give him a gimme first time around. All right, second question. What major plot point was retconned with the release of Halloween 2018? A. Michael Myers was an orphan. B. Michael's mother was an exotic dancer. C. Laurie Strode was Michael's sister. Or D. Dr. Loomis was Michael's father. I like that movie. I actually enjoyed that movie. They are finished filming the second one, I believe. The second one in that.
I think they filmed the last 2 together, kind of like a Lord of the Rings thing.
Ah, that's cool. I do love that the OG is back because Jamie Lee Curtis. I hope that's not one of question. She is a scream queen. She is one of the legendary scream queens.
Oh yeah. Wow, they're sure taking a long time.
They sure are. They're thinking. Judella 19 with C, final answer. Laurie Strode was Michael's sister. I think
you're missing out, Will.
Yeah. I'm thinking about this one myself. I did see this in the theater. I did enjoy it. I'd watched the original Halloween 1978 the day before I saw Halloween 2018. And it felt like a natural continuation if you just forget about the other Halloween movies.
Oh yeah, definitely. I loved it.
Will with A, Kelsey, Alabama with D. Might I all remind you, follow Kelsey, Alabama, and buy from her store. She's got a great store. She makes her crafts and her arts and her crafts, and they're excellent. She's an artist and a designer. Googled the word, not the answer. Okay, fair enough. Oh, you don't know what retcon meant. Retcon means like they retconned it. Retroactively conspired. What does it stand for? Retcon. You say what? Revamped.
I just call it Marvel Comics every 6 months.
Exactly. They're like, let's just reimagine it all. That's what the What If series, I believe. I mean, those are intentionally what if scenarios, but they're coming out with a series on Disney Plus for that. Guys, remember, tomorrow night, the last 3 episodes of WandaVision are in the next few weeks, and tomorrow night we have the weekly watch party for WandaVision, so make sure you hang out with us and watch it with us live here on Aristotle Full Throttle. 5 days a week we do the show, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Blurred Words is here. Kyle, welcome. C, final answer. Is this Will retroactive continuity? Yes. So essentially it just means that they changed the timeline deliberately. They're like, remember when that happened? Just forget about that. That's what it should be called. Remember forgets. Now, Ron, what's your favorite retcon?
Oh wow.
No, I was thinking.
I think this one might be.
Okay.
Getting rid of this one. I think it was a smart move because it just muddled the waters. And I'll tell you more in a little bit.
Give us a little backstory on the answer. You know, I was thinking about when they retconned Superman's 3 and 4 for Superman Returns.
Superman Returns? Yeah.
I didn't mind that movie. It felt like an old comfortable jacket or something. An old comfortable blanket.
Yeah, but now you can't now you can't watch it because of who played Lex Luthor.
I know, exactly. It's rough. There's so many movies like that where you're like, oh, there's so many Michael Jacksons like that. Oh boy. I was listening to this guitar solo. Well, the guitar solo for Beat It, who it's played by Eddie Van Halen, and I'm like, wow, what an amazing guitar solo that I'll never listen to again.
But hey, it is George Harrison's birthday. Everybody remember that.
Indeed. Happy birthday to George Harrison. Wow. One of the top 4 Beatles of all time.
Yep.
Yes, Kelsey, Alabama, I've only seen this movie one time. So let's put in our final answers because we already have passed and we're on question number 2. We've got 15 questions. All right.
Don't worry, they're only going to get harder.
Yeah, we're just warming up. Ooh, I just looked at the answer. The answer was C. Final answer said Blurred Words. You got it right. Good job. Now, Ron, what was the backstory on that?
Okay, basically what ended up happening is John Carpenter was asked to write the script for part 2, and he just threw it together over a weekend. And in hindsight, he hated the fact that he had to do it, and he wished he could have changed everything. And well, then all of a sudden, David Gordon Green and Danny, I can't remember his name, the guy from Eastbound and Down.
Oh, Danny McBride.
Yeah, they wrote the script for the new one. They almost went and instead of going to Universal or whoever the hell put it, I think Blumhouse had something to do with it. Stupid Jason Blum. They went to John Carpenter to get his okay first. Like a true horror nerd.
That is some deep cut right there.
And John Carpenter did come back. He did come back to do the score for the new Halloween. So.
That was amazing. He's an incredible musician and score writer. So let's play. Next question, guys. It's going to get a little bit harder. Let's see. All right. Tennis root is a key item in what 60s horror film? A. The Amityville Horror. B. I Spit on Your Grave. C. The Changeling. Or D. Rosemary's Baby. Rosemary's Baby, remember? Rosemary's Baby was,
Whiny Kid.
Whiny Kid. Played by Mia Farrow. So technically, Soon Yi is Rosemary's Baby. Anyway, whoa, ooh, ouch. That was hurtful. Sorry, Woody Allen. Not sorry at all. All right. All right.
I think she was married to Frank Sinatra at the time this came out.
Interesting, that's right. It's funny, because well, yeah.
I was just gonna say he hated the haircut.
The haircut is iconic. The pixie do, great look. Frank Sinatra. It's funny because when you look at Ronan Farrow, who is supposedly Woody Allen's biological son, but then you But then you remember that Mia Farrow was involved with Frank Sinatra, and it's kind of uncanny. All right, Blurred Word says.
I'm curious how they're all coming to their responses.
Yes, guys, let us inside your thought process here. Are these guesses, or are you working on trying to remember? Hey, what's up, Will Be Gaming? You're just in time. We're only on question 3, which means we've got 73 more to go in the next 5 minutes. So buckle up. Is this Will? Put your final answers in. Now, from here on out, I'm only going to play through the scary music once, and then the final answer music. So, put your answers in, please. As quickly as you can think of them. And be confident, but not too confident. But very confident. But not so much as to be too confident. But always be confident. This one is a total guess for me, said Judy. I knew the first 2. That's fair. You're allowed to guess. What is Tannis root, I wonder? It's a key item. Well, that was the music. We played through it once. All right. Submit your final answers. Drum roll, please. Oh, that was Timpani. Timpanies. Remember that song by Timpani? Think we're alone now. Sorry. All right.
I think we're alone now.
It's a cover. Good cover.
Doesn't seem to be anybody around.
That's where my lyrical knowledge runs out for that song. All right, guys, if you guessed Rosemary's Baby, good job. You guys are really good at this game. You guys are really good at the horror trivia. These questions, remember, Ron Pertee himself has created. He has procured. So we're going to find out what other ideas Ron had in store for you guys. So let's play. All right. Jordan Peele's debut feature film. What does the protagonist use to escape hypnotism? A. Armchair stuffing. It's better than stovetop. B. Rope. A movie by Alfred Hitchcock. C. Tea. As in spilled a tea. Or D. Leather. As in hell-bent for leather. I know the answer to this one because I love that movie. What a good
Yeah, and I
movie.
purposely didn't name the movie, so if anybody is going to decide to Google it, they're going to have to first figure out what the movie is.
That is good. That is layers deep. That's good. That's a good strategy. Because these questions, I'd like for everyone to use their best guess, their best knowledge to answer. And once you answer these questions, whoever gets the most right gets this trophy right here. You get your name on that trophy. You get an actual digital copy of that trophy. Right, nowadays they're actually digitally selling art so that it's like a one-of-a-kind digital representation of the art. And I know Jen is really good at pixel art. So the person who created Jellycat owns the digital rights to that, and it was sold for like $100,000 or something. Don't quote me on that. But the person who owns the rights for that GIF, like officially owns it, and they could say, "Hey, if you use that GIF, that's my GIF." And
I get
like
down to my GIF all the time.
Yeah, you got to put GIF with the Jellycat. GIF, jelly.
Now,
Butter.
Jen, you're in the Discord, right, Jen?
Yes, I'm tallying things. What's up?
How? I mean, let's be real honest here. How long did it take for me to get you these questions?
A couple hours. Just a couple hours.
Not even a couple hours.
I don't know. I didn't know I was gonna get quizzed on the quiz.
And then,
I didn't
what's the answer?
take note of how long it
You or
took.
E?
Jeez, this is me keep score night, not me get quiz night.
Hey, at least you didn't have to come up with the questions.
This is a meta. The judges are fighting, ladies and gentlemen. The judges. They're arguing over the...
There's no fighting. It's nothing but love, right, JT Fierce?
I kid.
Yes. Yes. Because I like my cool name, JT Fierce.
JT Fierce. That is
She runs. It's one of those. JT Fierce is one of those people that runs around with. It's basically a William Zabka villain from an '80s teen movie.
Yes. I can see that. She is fierce. She's quite fierce. And she's keeping score. So guys on Instagram, ladies and gentlemen on Instagram, ladies and gentlemen, folks on YouTube. Sorry, not YouTube. We don't. Get out of here, YouTube. We don't even. We're Twitchers, 100%.
We don't talk about YouTube.
Nobody talks about it. Yeah, YouTube's old hat. All right, guys, put your answers in. Make sure that you're confident. Make sure you say final answer. All right.
I'm not looking to humble you, Will. There's other people.
Yes, Will. These are really good questions. I actually know the answer to this one because I like this movie a lot. It's got a great song as the soundtrack. It was armchair stuffing, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm sorry, Kelsey, Alabama, and Will be gaming. You did not get it right, but it's this Will and Jadilla 19. Good job. On we go. Let's go. Question number
I'll
5.
just happen to miss that day, Will.
Netflix mistakenly put a horror film in the LGBTQ section. Which one was it? A. Nightmare on Elm Street. B. Friday the 13th. C. It Follows. Or D. The Babadook. Interesting. Netflix mistakenly put a horror film in the LGBTQ section. Which one is it?
And I will explain a whole bunch of stuff after this one, because holy crap.
That's interesting. I was watching the Twitter today, and it turns out that Marjorie Taylor Dumbhead is so bigoted and so...
Just how bigoted is she?
I'll tell you how bigoted she is. She put a sign outside her door today saying that how dumb she is and how she doesn't understand science, because she was saying there's science says there's only 2 genders or whatever. She's clearly insensitive, clearly ignorant, and she wants to broadcast that. She wants to broadcast her belief because she doesn't understand how science works, how genes work, how gender works. She has no concept. It's amazing to me how ignorant she is. But hopefully you guys out there are knowledgeable of these questions, of these answers. Put your answers in. Make sure you're confident. Make sure you say final answer. Yeah, I just tell you, I can't stomach that this person wants some people to not exist. It's just horrifying. She just wishes away. I don't know what her plan is there. She's just a bigot. Sorry, I'm on a soapbox right now because I got very upset by reading this what she's saying publicly and what she's doing publicly to hurt people. She just there are people out there with gender dysphoria, and she does not accept that. She does not believe that or have the ability to think outside her own self or her own experience to imagine or understand that other people can feel that way. It's very upsetting. It's very upsetting. All right, guys. Put your final answers in. Netflix mistakenly put a horror film in the LGBTQ section. Which one was it? I don't even know what this is, but it's D, the Babadook. Ron.
Yeah.
Wow. There's a lot of people that got this wrong. Sorry, guys. So that's not the wrong answer thing. Wrong answer is this. It was the Babadook. What is the Babadook? Could you explain that to us?
The Babadook is this weird Australian horror film about a woman and her child who's like, it's supposed to be like this big mental illness thing. And what ended up happening was it was put into the LGBT area of Netflix by mistake. And now the Babadook has become almost like a weird mascot for Pride. And certain LGBT organizations are not happy about that. Others think it's funny. Like, it's become this big meme. But if you just put in to your Google Babadook LGBT, and you'll probably see a bunch of fun stuff.
Interesting. That is a bonus fact from Ron Pertee. All right, let's play.
What's the reason why, if you pay attention to horror, why that was easy is Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street have never been on Netflix.
Yeah, all the good stuff is never available. I'm always like, I always go to justwatch.com to see what I can watch immediately, and everything I want to watch is $2.99. All right, guys. What child actor didn't know they were in a horror film? I always wonder about this. I always wonder what they tell the kids in these movies. Like, ooh. Yeah, I was just thinking of one of these. Is it A, Danny Lloyd at The Shining? Is it B, Danielle Harris, Halloween 4? Is it C, Miko Hughes, Pet Sematary? Or is it D, Alex Vincent for Child's Play? I always wonder how they get these kids to do some of the stuff that they're doing, especially in like Pet Sematary. I was like, boy, oh boy.
No fair!
No fair! That was scary, that movie. Also, yeah, The Shining, one of the scariest movies ever. Kids looking down the hallway at those twins? What? I saw the sequel to that. It was actually not bad. It was not
Dr.
great.
Sleep?
Dr. Sleep, yeah.
I loved it. You gotta watch the director's cut. It's way better.
I'll check it out. Yeah, I liked it. It's hard to make a sequel to a Stanley Kubrick film because his movies are so visually iconic that when you try to continue, like 2010, the next Odyssey or whatever that came out in the early 80s, which was the sequel to 2001.
It's also like, it's weird because it's, 2010, the year we made contact. No, thank you. The Dr. Sleep is not just a sequel to the Kubrick film, it's also a sequel to the King book. So Mike Flanagan had to kind of meld those two together, and what ends up happening to the Overlook at the end of Dr. Sleep is what happened at the end of the book for the Overlook.
Yeah, I do think that the story is interesting and creepy and scary, and it was good. I liked Dr. Sleep. But was Danielle Harris in Halloween 4? Was she aware that she was in a horror film? Or how about Danny Lloyd in The Shining? Come and play with us, Danny.
Forever and ever and ever.
Oh, I just got the chills. It's so scary. I saw that.
It's a good horror movie, but it's not a very good Stephen King adaptation.
Right. Yeah, because it's hard to give a property or a pre-existing thing to Stanley Kubrick and for him not to change it and make it his own. Escape from Post, good to see you here. As you can see, we've got sound effects and music because it's all working now that Jake walked me through, and he talked me back.
Jake.
He talked me back from the ledge because I was ready to just throw my computer off it. All right, guys. Miko Hughes in Pet Sematary, or Alex Vincent in Child's Play. Remember Child's Play with the daggers and the butcher knives and all that stuff? Oof. All right, put your final answers in. Now, I was wondering about this. Because I watch these movies and I'm like, these are kids. They should not be stabbing people. And for that reason, Danny from The Shining. Wowzers. I believe that. Sorry, We'll Be Gaming. Sorry, Kelsey, Alabama. It was Danny from The Shining. So if you guessed that, you were right. I don't put it past Stanley Kubrick for tricking his actors, because he did a number on Shelley Duvall in that movie.
Oh, have you read that new interview with her?
I have not. My heart goes out to her. She was traumatized.
He mentally abused her, and Danny didn't know they were making a horror film. He was 5 at the time, and Kubrick told him that they were filming a drama, and he didn't actually see the film until he was 16. And he was promised the tricycle, and he never got it.
Oh, that is a horrific Let's Play.
That's scarier.
That is way scarier. I saw that movie younger than 16, and no one should see that movie younger than 16. All right, guys. Next question. $327.50. Sorry, let me count. Let me read. Let me start reading. $327.5 million is the amount this Stephen King adaptation took in at the box office. Oh, this is interesting. $327.5 million. Wow. Was it A, The Shining? Was it B, Dr. Sleep? Was it C, The Green Mile? Or was it D, It, 2017? Now, that is to distinguish it from the It from the early 90s. That was on ABC or CBS or something. I did watch that series. It was very scary.
Oh boy, yeah, but you watch it compared to the new one, you're like, what the?
Yes. Yeah. Tim Curry. Oh, what a talent. What a talented guy. I feel so bad for him. He's very ill right now. He's ailing.
I just realized, I looked at the way I worded the question, and I'm like, that's kind of like a very Who Wants to Be a Millionaire question.
That really is.
$327.5 million is the amount this Stephen King adaptation took in at the box office. Final answer.
That, of course, being the late, great Regis Philbin. Very, very high energy all the way up to the end.
I never liked Kelly Ripa.
Excellent singer. Good singer, too.
Always on Letterman.
That was always a fun watch. Hey, guys. So, what is the movie? The adaptation? Stephen King adaptation. That made all the dough. That baked all the cookies. That brought home the bacon. That lost all its marbles. Wait, that's not correct. Was it A, The Shining? Was it B, Dr. Sleep? Was it C, The Green Mile? Or was it D, It? 2017. It. What a great title for a book, too. I could not, when I was a kid and I saw that... Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we still hear you.
Okay, thank you. When I saw that book title, when I saw that book cover, and it just said It, and it had that hand coming out the sewer, I was like, I need to read It! And was I terrified. Alright, guys. Make sure you put in your final answers. Oh, sorry, Ron. Now, which one of these adaptations?
Hello?
I hear you. Hello? Maybe did you mute your mic? Alright, here we go. Woo! Look at it!
There we
It was
go.
it! Of course it was it. It's where it's at. That's it. Alright. Hey guys. That's a good one. Actually, yeah, that makes sense because it was rated R.
It's a good one.
It sure is. All right, guys. Known to many as Quicksilver, what was Evan Peters' breakout role on television? On the telly, as they say in the UK. In UK. A. Scream Queens. B. Teen Wolf. C. American Horror Story. Or D. The Walking Dead. Interesting. Evan Peters. Evan Pietro, as I call him. As he plays Pietro Maximoff on WandaVision this season. If you want to watch WandaVision with us, we have a watch party every Friday for WandaVision here at Aristotle Full Throttle. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, obviously. But come hang out with us on the Discord. Watch WandaVision with us. We'll talk about it right after. The last 3 episodes of WandaVision are 1 hour apiece. Amazing. We're getting so much. Feature-length episodes. All right, guys. Known to many as Quicksilver, what was Evan Peters' breakout role on television? Was it in Scream Queens? Was it in Teen Wolf? Was it in American Horror Story? Or was it in D, The Walking Dead? Walking Dead, interestingly, connected to, in some ways, some may say, Breaking Bad, because they find blue meth in the first episode of The Walking Dead. There's a bag of blue meth, and it's an AMC show. So there's speculation that somehow they're connected. That maybe the blue meth made everybody a zombie. I don't know. Will be gaming. Good to see you here. Is this Will? Which will be it? Kelsey very confident with C. Judella 19. Also C. Well, don't tell us, cause I will wait and join your cult of knowledge until you flub it. Look at this. I feel like there's one that, at least one that everybody will know. But these are tough questions Robert T. came up with himself.
I tried.
These are good questions. These are excellent questions, because I'm looking at these. I know some, I don't know others. I like movies. I love movies. But these are tough. These are good ones. I do know this one, though. I know the answer to this. Alright, guys. Put your final answers. Known to many as Quicksilver, what was Evan Peters' breakout role on television? Was it A, in Scream Queens, B, Teen Wolf, C, American Horror Story, or D, The Walking Dead? Turns out, Evan Pietros was in American Horror Story. Good job, guys. Wow. You know what you're playing for? You're playing for your name on this trophy. Look, it's got words on it. And it's shiny. And it's made of pixels, which last forever. That's what they always say. They say 3 months of your paycheck, but forever. I don't know what they say about the beers. All right, let's play. The beers. Drink them. That's what they say. All right.
All of them.
Correct answer. Ron pushed the wrong button, but at the right time. All right. The Exorcist didn't just capture the soul of a little girl. How many people died during the production of the film? Ooh, I just got scared. I gotta look over my shoulder now. You just mentioned The Exorcist, and again, that was a movie I saw at a very young age, and I should not have been. I was home alone, too, or somebody. I was not home alone, but the adult in the house was sleeping, and I was watching the TV.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I was scared out of my wits. I was terrified. I thought it was real. Was it A, 2 people that died? Was it B, 10? Was it C, 9 people? Was it D, 6 people? 9 upside down. Was it 2, 10, 9, or 6 people that died during that movie? There are cursed productions in Hollywood, and that is one of them. Some might say demonically possessed. Others might say accidents. But some more might say okay. But others will say they did. I don't know where I'm going with that.
I'm completely lost myself.
There's sometimes words, you just gotta say them and see what happens. All right, looks like Della 19 is confident with 6 people dying. Oh wait.
Too bad. Exorcist 2 was horrible.
Oh, The Exorcist gave you your second panic attack. Oh yeah. The Exorcist 2 was pretty bad. Pazuzu. That's all I remember from that one.
With James Earl Jones running around like a tribal chief.
Oh, just not what you want to see. James Earl Jones, classically trained American icon. He deserves more respect than that. Voice of Darth Vader himself. Incredible actor. By the way, he's in Coming to America, which comes out in March, and we're going to have a watch party for that as well. So if you want to watch that with us, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to follow.
Is the watch party thing super easy to set up?
Well, on my end or your end? Because on your end, all you got to do is go on to the Discord and click the link on Disney, because Disney Plus has watch party link that you could share, so you can watch along.
Well, I mean for Amazon, because I'm doing one Saturday, and I've been looking into it.
Amazon's real easy. You could stream it on Twitch through your Amazon Prime, or you could just invite people using a link. You just click on the watch party thing, you share the link, and you're in a chat room, or you could just go full screen and watch along at the same time, and it's synchronized on everybody's TVs, which is great.
Oh, nice.
The pandemic-induced technology is great.
Isn't it though?
It really has like brought to the forefront some of these things that were sort of meandering their way, and now they've become necessity. And it's really good because these are the times we need to be together the most, and we physically can't be. But this is one of the places where we can do it every day here at Aristotle Full Throttle. Sometimes on the weekends as well. We do some gaming. I'll do some gaming with Jenna Fierce. Ron, we got to do some gaming. I just got to get some of those cool games you play. I don't have those games.
You gotta have a system though, a console. But luckily I'm on PS4, not PS5, so it's a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, that's true. I will upgrade soon. But guys, in order for me to do that, remember you could subscribe on Twitch or pledge at least $1 a month, and that gives you access to the Discord. And once I get to 10,000 subscribers, I'm giving away a PS5. Someone is going to win. Some lucky viewer and commenter will win a PS5. All right, guys. Final answers. How many people done died during the production of this film? This might be shocking. Wow. If you guessed 9 people died. First of all, that's a morbid guess, but it's also the correct guess. That's insane. 9 people died. Wow.
Yeah.
That is...
But nobody died on the set of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
That one seems way more, like, prone to death. Didn't they
And
use a
there's,
real...
you know, no, well, yeah, yes and no, but there's less blood in Texas Chainsaw Massacre than there is in The Exorcist.
But there's definitely more green pea soup in The Exorcist.
Oh, yes, than anything.
Than anything. So much vomit. It's disgusting. All right, guys. We're getting down to the last bunch. How many people does Jason kill in the first Friday the 13th? I like this question. I know the answer.
Yep.
Is it A, 5? Is it B, 13? Is it C, 0? Or is it D, 9?
There's that number again.
There is that number again. I see maybe a trend happening. Or do I? 13, Friday the 13th. Maybe that's why they call it Friday the 13th. Or does anybody he attacks survive the movie? How many people does Jason kill in the first Friday the 13th? Interesting.
And I have some trivia about this when it's over, too.
Excellent. Excellent question. Isiswell says, "It's a trap!"
Well, Admiral, you don't know until you answer.
Put your best guess. Put your best guest forward. Ron, step forward, please.
I'm not getting up.
Grogu, my sidekick, he's my Ed McMahon. Isiswell had a funny, Isiswell and Oliver Williams. There's lots of Wills around here. Isiswell, they came up with a really good idea that Flavor Flav is like or Ed McMahon is the OG Flavor Flav.
I can see that.
Yes, boy. I don't know. Yeah, boy. I don't know.
Hey, oh boy.
I could see that there's comedy to be mined there. I love it. Well, guys, put your answers in. How many people does Jason kill in the first Friday the 13th? Is it 5? Is it 13? Is it 0? Or is it 9? I'm sorry, I was harmonizing. Oh. Everybody seems very confident. The same answer, it looks like. Isiswell, thank you for submitting your final answer. Will's maybe putting some hints in the chats. Will being playful, being facetious. But remember, guys, don't try to Google these answers. Try to play fair and square. All right, so if you guessed 0, like you all did, you got it right. Now, why is that, Ron?
That's because his mother was the killer in part 1, and what's funny is that she killed 9 people.
Ah, that is true. That is absolutely true. I knew the answer to that because that is the big reveal. Spoiler alert, at the end of the first Friday the 13th, that it was his mom's. Jason didn't kill nobody. He died. She was getting revenge. But then he came up out of the water. All right. Question number 11. Sleepaway Camp is a horror film with a rather iconic twist. But can you name the camp it was set in? Is it A, Camp Arawak? Is it B, Camp Crystal Lake? Is it C, Camp Nobiscobi? Nobiscobi. Or is it D, Cropsey National Park?
Now, Aristotle, you should know one of these is... You're from New York, so you should you get the, yeah.
I think I get the wink wink nudge nudge on that one. Let's see. Sleepaway Camp is a horror film with a rather iconic twist. But can you name the camp it was set in? A, Camp Arawak. B, Camp Crystal Lake. C, Camp Nobiscobi. Or D, Cropsey National Park.
Will, she was a corpse in the lake at the end of part 3.
Part 3, starring Corey Feldman, I think. Was he in the first one or the third one? I forget.
He was in part 4.
Ah, I was off by only 1.5.
Which is considered by a lot of people to be the best sequel.
It's pretty good. 4 is good. I remember that's where I got into it and went back to the beginning. And I saw, but then 6 was like terrible. 6 and 7.
No, 6 and 5 was the one where it wasn't Jason.
Oh, right.
Yeah, 6 is actually really good, but it's like a throwback to Universal horror films. And it starts off with like the James Bond thing and Jason slicing and blood coming out everywhere. It's pretty funny.
I just remember watching Jason in Space going, yeah, they made this movie. They paid for this movie. They made costumes. They hired actors.
Do you want to know why it didn't do as well as it should have?
Why is that?
Because they kept putting it off because the person at New Line that was in charge of it left, so they didn't have anybody to like kind of promote it and to push for it, and so it kept getting pushed back, and then it was just being torrented ridiculous amounts. So people just didn't go to the theater because they could just watch it at home. And hey, Will, how's it going?
I think I might have seen that one. Well, I definitely saw Freddy vs. Jason in the theater, which was...
Quentin Tarantino was really upset about that.
Why is that?
Because he said he went to see the movie till he could hear the line, Freddy vs. Jason, place your bets, and it's just in the trailer.
I hate when they do that. They do that so often. They'll like show you something in the trailer, and it won't be in the movie.
Like Rogue One, when she's walking down that plank, and the X-Wing or the TIE Fighter pops up, and it's not there in the final picture.
Or in Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, when he says, part-time, when he's like, I thought you were a teacher.
Part-time.
Yeah, and then they use a worse take in the movie. Part-time. Yeah. I don't understand why they would do that. All right, guys. Will says he wants to say A, but is that your final answer?
I'll explain the other answers after we're done.
Will be gaming. C, final answer. Because why not? When in doubt, pick C, right? That's what they tell you. It's a rebellion. I rebel. Yes, that was the line. Yeah. Oh. That movie was reshot. There's nothing... I think there's actually nothing in the original teaser for Rogue One that ended up in the movie. Like shot for shot, you can go through it, and none of that footage was in the final cut, which is kind of remarkable. I think I saw something.
Just like Solo, a Star Wars story.
Yeah. They actually started with the end of Solo, which was the worm lady. That was supposed to be part of the climax of the movie, and they like reversed the whole. They edited it backwards, I guess. It sounds good next to Babadook. Babadook. All right. Put in your final answer. What was the camp? Who said it? It was Camp Arawak. So, if you picked A, like Judella 19 and Kelsey, Alabama, and blurred words, you're damn right. All right, next question.
By the way, Camp Crystal Lake is from Friday the 13th. And Camp Nobi Scoby is where they shot the first Friday the 13th. And Cropsey is an old urban legend. I think it's in Staten Island.
Staten Island, the worst parts of New Jersey and Long Island together. All right.
Yep. It's like God took a dump.
I could definitely say that because I am from that area. All right, guys. Let me change that apostrophe. Now we're getting down to it, guys. So, who is in the lead, Jen? Who is the top scorer so far? Because
Judella is winning with 8 points.
Judella, 19. Ooh, you're the one
This will
to
be
beat.
her second win if she wins.
Judella, 19. You're excellent at this trivia game. Kelsey, Alabama can't be counted out, though. She is a fan and a half of horror movies. Question number 12. What serial killer's interview is the basis for the relationship between Will Graham and Hannibal Lecter? I could get this with my eyes closed. I read all the books. I saw all the movies 4 times at least. So that sounds the lambs. Anyway, is it Ed Gein? Is it Henry Lee Lucas? Is it Ed Kemper? Or is it Ted Bundy? What serial killer's interview is the basis for the relationship between Will Graham and Hannibal Lecter? A. Ed Gein, B. Henry Lee Lucas, C. Ed Kemper, or D. Ted Bundy? Ed Gein, famously quoted, now this is a creepy quote, as saying whenever he looks at a woman, he tries to imagine her what she'd look like as a lampshade. That's a quote. It makes my stomach turn upside down when I say that.
It's nothing here. He's from Wisconsin.
Yeah. Good old Wisconsin Ed Gein. He actually didn't serve too much time because he was pretty insane. So he kept sort of skipping longer sentences because he was severely demented, I'd say, because the crimes.
He was very, very fucked.
Yeah.
I'll just say it. I'll say it. And the words coming out of my mouth do not reflect the Aristotle Full Throttle program in any shape or form.
I allow everybody to express themselves however they like. I choose to keep it PG-13, but that's the one PG-13 F-word bomb, though.
There you go. Yeah. Now we can show butt though, apparently. So.
Yes, Grogu, get ready. Lift your robe. All right, that's disgusting. He's an alien baby. Why would I say that? All right, guys. Kelsey, Alabama says A, final answer. Blurred Word says B, final answer. Looks like a spread. It's because Judella 19 says C, but Judella 19 is in the lead. So would you want to go against Judella 19? Is this Will? Final answer. Say the newly humbled acolyte of Kelsey. We'll be gaming. Henry Lee Lucas. You know, Ed Kemper, played superbly by that actor.
Yeah.
I don't know the actor's name, but he was the best actor on TV on the show Mindhunter. He was the best actor on TV, in my opinion, when I was watching that show. Also, season 2, the actor who plays... I mean, this is pretty good trivia. Yes. Is this going to spoil another question or no?
No.
Okay, so the actor who plays Manson also plays him in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and he is phenomenal. He's also phenomenal.
He's spooky time.
Oh yeah, he's crazy, man. It's helter-skelter up in there. Let's see. Judella19 says it's a guess, but your instincts are unparalleled. Jen the Fierce. That's always well, Wesley Plotke here.
What?
What? Oh, sorry. As I was reading your comment, that's not on YouTube. There's no YouTube here. While we're at it,
Wesley.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
Wesley, that's your new intro. They update. They change. They evolve. Bob, final answer, he says. All right. In case you missed it, I'll play it again, just one more time. And then we're gonna...
Wesley.
Corn Pop was a bad dude.
It makes absolute sense. All right, guys, put your final answers in. That actor who played him, Ed Kemper, amazing actor, amazing. I saw him. I was walking down the street one time and I saw him, and he doesn't have this slicked black hair. He's got like curly brown hair, but I recognized him because I'd been watching him every day. I was like, I know you. I was 2 blocks away. Saw the guy walking down the street. He's my height. He's tall. He's not as tall as Ed Kemper, though. Ed Kemper is also not the right answer. It was Ted Bundy, not to be confused with Al Bundy, who's married with children. Let's play.
Only one of those killers was super charismatic, and it wasn't Ed Kemper, and it wasn't Henry Lee Lucas, who is the basis for Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer, and it wasn't Ed Gein, who is the basis for Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Psycho, and Buffalo Bill in Silence of the Lambs.
Indeed. Silence of the Lambs being just a perfect film, in my opinion. Well, guys, we're down to the last 3 questions. Long Night at Camp Blood was the original title of what film? A. Halloween. B. Nightmare on Elm Street. C. Friday the 13th. Or D. I know what you did last summer. I saw it. I seen it. Or was it A. Halloween? Was it B? A Nightmare on Elm Street. Every town does have an Elm Street. That's true. It's true. I've driven through towns looking for Elm Street. Take a nap. See if I can find Freddy Krueger.
Just lay down on the street.
Judella19 very confident with Friday the 13th. Kelsey, Alabama says it's a tricky one. We were thinking of Silence of the Lambs because Hannibal. Yes.
But you have to think back to the movie Red Dragon, the show Hannibal.
Which I hope they do a final season for it, because Netflix is all about reviving things and putting a cap on them.
They'll bring back Lucifer, but they don't bring back Hannibal.
Hannibal was one of the greatest acted and shot TV shows I've ever seen. It's insane.
And written,
exactly. And it felt like the characters from the book. I was really looking forward to seeing how that show went off. but Clarice is on now. How's Clarice? Have you seen that?
I haven't seen it yet, no.
I want to wait for a few more episodes to come out in case I need to watch. I need to binge it because
I need for binging.
I need to watch every Clarice, every Hannibal, every Red Dragon adaptation. Long Night at Camp Blood was the original title of what film, ladies and gentlemen? Is it A, Halloween, B, Nightmare on Elm Street, C, Friday the 13th, or D, I Know What You Did Last Summer?
The original Red Dragon was directed by Michael Mann, and it was called A Manhunter.
Indeed it was, and it starred the dude who played the RoboCop 2. And also, he was in... he was the bad guy in Last Action Hero. He's also in Synecdoche. That guy's a great actor. What's his name? His name is...
Oh, I don't even remember at this point.
Well, he played the Red Dragon, but the actor who played Hannibal Lecter in that was none other than Brian Cox.
Yep.
Who I actually got to work with him. The first film I ever worked on as a PA, I was working with Brian Cox, and I was like, hey, dude played Hannibal Lecter. I was so excited. It was really cool. The OG Hannibal Lecter. All right, guys, put your answers in. Ooh, I think Judella 19 with those instincts. Gots to go with Judella, and Kelsey, Alabama seem to have really good horror movie instincts. So let's... Final two questions, guys. And they're doozies, I think. Ooh, I like this one. What did Sissy Spacek do to get into the role of Carrie White? A. Went undercover as a high school student. B. Looked through old high school yearbooks. C. Slaughtered a pig. Or D. Slept in bloody clothes for 3 days. All of those are scary to me.
All this and more on the next episode of Aristotle Full Throttle.
Yeah. We're gonna... If you want to get scared, let's go through my high school yearbooks.
Yeah, and she was also the lead actor on, what was it? CSI.
William Peterson, yes. Also, since Ange is here, we've got to play, of course, Ange's intro.
Say, baby, I can destroy everything.
No, he was on CSI, Ange. Trust me.
What? But I can. Baby, shut up and give us your money.
Everybody gets their intro. It's just, this is a socialist channel. Everybody gets an intro. Edge, it's out of love. It's actually pretty awesome. I listen to it and I dance. I like the new lyrics that you added to it.
Oh, Ange hasn't seen my intro.
Not yet.
She's probably gonna love it.
But I'm saving the best for. I'm gonna play it again. You bet your bottom dollar I'm gonna play that again before we go tonight. I'll play it right before the last question. And putting the facepalm emoji into the chat. But I mean, I guess that's an appropriate response. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, what did Sissy Spacek do to get into the role of Carrie White? A. Went undercover as a high school student. Terrifying. B. Looked through old high school yearbooks. Woo, spooky. C. Slaughtered a pig. Or D. Slept in bloody clothes for 3 days. Who hasn't? Yeah. Alright, guys. You legit just woke up. And you're doing it backwards. You're doing the day upside down. Alright, guys. Put in your final answer. We've got one more question after this. Who is in the lead? Is it still Judella 19? Or has she been tied or surpassed? I wonder. Waiting on a tally. JT Fierce, are you there? Could you tell us?
Yes. You have to reveal. Like, I'm not gonna tell you until you do the answer.
All right.
Because I don't know what to give away what the answer is.
Oh, that's true. Okay, that's right.
I'll tell you as soon as you do that.
So do that.
You know, I was thinking, this is very exciting. This is good. This is a fun. Ron, these are excellent questions. Thank you for providing us with these excellent trivia questions. Every week, we've got trivia here on Aristotle Full Throttle. Every Thursday, that is. Jen the Fierce normally giving us these trivia questions to go through. Maybe I will do one every 3 weeks. I'll say one question. I'll contribute one question ever.
You were very proud of your question last week.
I was so proud. It had to do with bands.
Like, this is the best question in the whole thing.
I came up with it, and I was like, that's how long it takes me to come up with questions. But Jen's like, here's a question. There's a question. All right, guys. Put your final answers. The answer. What did Sissy Spacek do? What could she possibly have done to get in that crazy role? It was, she slept in bloody clothes for 3 days. Oh my God. Oh God. Oh, that's disgusting. Oh, that's disgusting. Who's in the lead?
So that brings Kelsey tied with Judella.
Ooh.
Intense, man.
This is intense.
Ron, do you have a tiebreaker?
I have a tiebreaker. I'll have to say
good.
it myself, though. So it's
okay. Phew.
And guys, in case you missed it, since Ron is the procurer and the official judge of today's trivia, he's got his own intro.
Ron! Whoa! Excuse me. That's a bad outfit!
Oh man, that's cracking me up. All right, and it's not just.
I like your cameo in it.
I try to support your team. You know, it's not just because he's the judge today. It's because he's a friend of the show. He's a contributor, and he's a great all-around good guy. And we're gonna find out who the winner of this week's Aristotle Full Throttle Trivia is in just a moment, maybe, perhaps. So let's. What was that one? This is the last question of the game, unless there needs to be a tiebreaker. A monkey was the reason for an outbreak in this 2003 horror film. Was it A, The Village? Was it B, Outbreak? Was it C, Contagion? Or was it D, 28 Days Later? Interesting.
If we need a tiebreaker, Jen, you're going to have to type fast.
It all comes down to this. It's between Judella 19 and Kelsey, Alabama. Kelsey, Alabama, confident with B. Is this Will going with D? Is this Will? Blurred words also B. Will be gaming. Decides to break from the trend. He says C. He says Contagion. Is that Steven Soderbergh? I think so. 28 Days Later, written by Alex Garland. Directed by Danny Boyle.
Fantastic.
fantastic writer. Love his movies. One of my favorite science fiction / horror films of the last 10 years is Ex Machina. The Village.
Oh yeah.
The Village. That's M. Night Shyamalan. M. Night, like the night, Shyamalan. I'm gonna spoil that movie for you. It's aliens, and they're allergic to water. They're on an alien planet. Let's say that. That does not spoil that movie at all. Actually, though, I was watching The Village and I figured out the twist from like the first 5 minutes. I was like, you know what? I bet is going on right here. 420 Artist says, aliens! Good to see you.
Oh, son of a... You know why I said that?
Son of a...
Yeah.
No, I don't. It's a cookbook. Yes, it is Bryce Dallas Howard's debut. But Outbreak, Dustin Hoffman, was in that movie. What's Dustin Hoffman doing lately? I haven't seen him in a while. Well,
I say we just tell him, because oh boy.
oh, because there's a monkey in more than one movie. Perhaps there is. I do seem to know. I think I'm pretty confident with my guess.
What's a glaring horror omission, Will? Do not question me on my horror knowledge, sir.
Which one was Judella's final answer for this one? It was C, right?
Back.
Okay.
She said C, final answer.
Okay.
Guys, this is so exciting. I'm so happy that you guys are here to join the party and have fun with us. Playing trivia every Thursday here on Aristotle Full Throttle. This is so much fun. It's great. You know, you gotta kick back, forget about the day. If it was a bad day. If it was a good day, you know.
Only the first Alien movie is a horror film.
Yes. Second one is more of like a sci-fi action thriller.
Don't worry, Kelsey. If there's a tie, I'll read them out quick.
420 Artists is C. Make sure you put final answer 420 Artists. Oh, she's got a class. We must run. All right, let's find out. Let's find out. You know, I'm so glad we're all here doing this. You're beautiful. You're wonderful. And you're the best throttlers a throttler could ask for. A full throttler could ask for. All right, guys. And for all the biscuits, for the win, for the game, for the title, for this beautiful trophy that we have right here, you can get your name on it. We're gonna find out who that person is. Right, just about in 10 seconds from now. You know.
Just do it.
Okay. All right. Here's the answer, guys. It's 28 days later. So if you didn't guess 28 days later, I'll see you later, alligator.
Also, Will, I didn't touch on Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I didn't touch on Scream. I didn't touch on all sorts of franchises. So,
Okay.
I didn't... Yeah.
Shh. We have a three-way tie between Is This Will, Kelsey, and Judella. So we need that
three-way
tiebreaker. ASAP,
Okay.
because she has class. Okay.
All right.
Okay, I'll make this one very quick.
Okay.
And it's whoever can guess this the quickest. Okay, ready? How many times does Count Orlok blink throughout the entirety of his appearance in Nosferatu? And we're talking like the old black and white one, okay? How many times does he blink throughout the entirety of his appearance? Is it once, 3 times, 5 times, or 7 times?
Wow, that's pretty good. That is a classic. I think it's public domain. That Nosferatu, Das Cabinet de Dr. Caligari. Is that the same movie or is that another movie?
That's a different way. And actually, Outbreak is older than 03. The fact that it came out in 2003 should have narrowed it down for people. But
that's what was the giveaway for me, because I was like, well, Outbreak, obviously, because that was in all the marketing. But then I was like, oh, wait, but that was a 90s movie, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, all right. So, guys, put your...
I have another one if there's another tie.
I don't know this, so Ron will have to declare the winner.
Yes.
Ooh.
Kelsey, Alabama says once final. Is this Will? What did you say? You said none final. As he broke them up into different... I had to scroll back. All right, guys. For all the cheese in Switzerland, give us your final answer. Probably wrong, says Will Be Gaming, but he's going with B. All right. At the end of this sound effect, who is the winner?
The answer is once.
Once! The answer is once! Only one time! Once! How do you blink once?
I believe
He's a
that makes
vampire.
Kelsey the winner, right?
Does that make Kelsey the winner?
So.
She
I
said
believe so.
once she did.
Oh,
Will
my...
said none, and Judella said 3.
Oh, that means that Kelsey, Alabama, has won the trophy for horror movie trivia this week. Congratulations to Kelsey, Alabama. High five to you, to everybody contested this week, but you are the champion. These questions were procured by Ron Perty. You can follow him at Real Ron Perty on Twitch. Jen the Fierce keeping score as she does every week. She's the admin for Aristotle Full Throttle. She's the champion in life. Kelsey, Alabama.
I gotta go, everybody. Bye-bye. Thanks for not getting all 15.
Bye, Ron. Thank you for the questions. Thank you guys for playing. This has been so much fun. I can't wait to join you tomorrow for the watch party for the WandaVision. Remember, come back here at 5 p.m. so we can watch together. Kelsey, Alabama, your knowledge, your prowess for horror movies is marveled. It's marvelous. It's remarkable in that we can remark upon it. We have got many things to say about it, and that's one of them. You're a champion and a wonderful human being. Stay that way and learn some Spanish now, because that's your Spanish classes now. Okay. Thank you guys for joining me. One more time, we're gonna get Ron's intro because it's classic. Let's watch that. Yeah, I gotta do this.
Run! Whoa! Excuse me. That's a bad outfit!
All right, I'm just cracking myself up here. Guys, I don't see how I can play. Hell, I'd like to play the song. Great. What did we learn today? Well, we learned all about horror movies. I learned that it was Nobachobi. Absolutely. I don't know how to say it still. But I'll turn the music up a little bit. What else did we learn today? I learned that 420 Artists has taught us that you're all wonderful and that you're all deserving of love. And if I could spread love by making silly videos about y'all, that's my way of showing I care. And Kelsey, what a great job you did today. You are a champion. I marvel in your ability to recall these horror movies. It's funny because I definitely know that Kelsey is a connoisseur of horror movies, and it's marvelous. It's marvelous. They turned my stomach. Myself, I get a little sick. I get queasy. I get easily queasy, but I'm learning an appreciation for the horror genre like I've never had before. Thank you guys so much for being here. Have a great class, Kelsey, Alabama. You are all loved and you are all important. And this is a safe space for everybody. I'm all about. I prefer to lift everybody up. There's people. There are people in life that they believe in the zero-sum game of things, and I don't believe that. I believe that if I do good and you do good, we all do good together. We do good like Super Ron. And that's a lot of people in this world. They're like, if I do good, then if you do good, then I'm doing bad. No, it just doesn't work that way. We gotta work together. We gotta do things together. We gotta be a team. And I feel like I'm on a team with you guys, so thank you for hanging out every day. Having a good time. And it's fun. Aristotle Full Throttle. Go with the flow. It's fun. I'm not really known for my depth. Let's see. Not this Aristotle, anyway. There's another one. You got the wrong guy. If you tuned in for him, sorry. Yeah, it's a great troop of people. This is a great group. You're all hilarious. You're all fun. And you're all good eggs, There's some rotten eggs out there. I guess they're just misguided. Or they're Marjorie Taylor Greene and they're just horrible people and will never learn that they're not the center of the universe. And the best thing you could do with them is ignore them and not vote them into office. Vote them out of office. It's the best thing you can do. Don't waste your time with people who aren't going to make you feel energized or people who aren't going to lift you up. Because you're worth it. You guys are great. Well, join me back here tomorrow on Aristotle Full Throttle. We're going to watch WandaVision. Ooh, I'm so excited that I have this sound sorted out. I cannot tell you how happy I am. Thank you, Jake A. Thank you, JT Fierce. Oh, I just heard a sound effect. I got a new subscriber. I'm excited. Thank you for that. Thank you for following me here on Twitch. And only on Twitch. Because once we get to 10,000 subscribers, I'm giving away a PS5, so hang out, have fun, be good. Bye, guys. I'm Aristotle Full Throttle, your bro with the fro. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm trying a new thing. I'm trying a new, like, buddy Jesus, Bye, guys. Feel better, 420.